All right, welcome to Brianna's Multimedia Classroom. I'm Brianna, and I'll be telling you a little bit about this class. Um, it's called Multimedia 360, putting it all together. It's an ideal classroom environment for multimedia students. A little bit about this class is that it's going to be broken down into two different semesters. It's aimed for college students that are design majors or media majors. So the first semester is going to be based on multimedia projects like video, audio, photography, things like that, and a little bit of web design. And then lesson two is going to move into social media, and then lesson three will be about publication design, a little bit of writing involved with that. So this is going to be the first semester, and then lesson two and three are going to be both in the second semester. Lesson two is going to take up about 3/4 of the semester, and then lesson three will just be the last few weeks. Each class is 3.5 hours. It's one time a week. They spend with a lot of studio time, so working on projects during class, and then it's only one day a week. So then they have some extra time to meet with their clients, which they're going to have real life clients. We'll get to that. So we just have a 3.5 hour class every week. Some goals: we want to have the students gain 21st century workforce skills. We want them to really be comfortable with all types of media. We just want them to have some experience once they leave and go out into the workforce. And let's get started. Okay, so this is lesson one. It's multimedia. The students are going to, in the first, second, and third week, they're going to pick a client that they want to work with. It could be a business, it could even be a club at school. It just has to be a client that they feel needs some media help with, whether they need videos or they just need help promoting themselves. They want to find something that can give them a real life client. So the first week they're going to be doing that and kind of gathering some materials, and then week three they're more going to get into brainstorming some strategies and some ideas for how they might want to accomplish their tasks. They are going to have the option of being in groups, so they'll probably see what people in the group have different skills and just get a sense of how the semester is going to go. Throughout the semester, they will be maintaining a website. They can use easy website builders like Wix and Weebly and WordPress, so that they can have a portfolio, so to speak, at the end of the semester, something where they can show their work and keep it and store it there. So the first week, they're going to want to start building that and taking some photos that will go on there so that they have a good look happening. Weeks 5 and 6, they're going to be making brochures, posters, flyers. They're going to pick three. They have 2 weeks to do this, so they're going to pick three designs. It doesn't necessarily have to be brochure, poster, like it doesn't have to be these things here, but we will come up with ideas for what best suits the place that they chose. So that will be weeks 5 and 6. 7 and 8, they're going to make an audio project. Sort of was thinking more of like a commercial or something for this, but then again, that could vary. It could be a little jingle, a song, something that whatever suits their company, like I've said. Weeks 9, 10, and 11 will be video oriented. It could be commercial. Again, it could be an informative video. And then weeks 13 and 14, they get to choose between any of the assignments: photography, graphic design. If it's really their choice, whatever they want to highlight, whatever they feel would suit the project best. And then they will have time in week 15 to revise anything. We will have a critique each week. And not long. It would just be short critiques about how their assignments are going. And then at the end, we'll have a critique of everything, and then they have the opportunity to revise. and then present everything during finals week. They can use this planning sheet here I've provided so that they can plan out each project. And then there's some rubrics here for grading. Lesson 2 is social media. So they're going to be responsible for either creating or maintaining, depending on if their company or their client has, if their client has social media already, they would just be aiding that. In the end, I want to teach them how to use Hootsuite, how to manage multiple accounts at once, and how to schedule a boosted and sponsored post, because it's very important. A lot of business pages are restricted and they don't get a lot of people viewing their materials, so they often boost a post or create a sponsored post which they pay for, so that people see what events are happening, and it's very useful. Depending on if the client wants to pay for it, would depend on whether or not the student would be able to do this process, but I will definitely in the end be looking to make sure that they know how to create that in the first place. Okay, so the intro, we would just basically start brainstorming and preparing. 2 and 3, more preparation. They're going to start just jumping right into things and making some posts that we're going to schedule on Hootsuite. Each week I want to see that there's 5 posts ready for the week ahead. So we're scheduling a week out. I know that sometimes it's not always like that, but we're going to aim for that. We will still be scheduling, at week 4 we'll be scheduling a lot of the rest of the posts, trying to plan. It's important with social media planning to know what's happening in the future. So you really have to be proactive about finding that out so you're prepared. Then you're able to schedule things and worry about the next month or week or, however it happens. And then 5 to 8 more scheduling, and then boosting at least 1 post on each Instagram and Facebook. And then we would present and reflect upon what we did. So that's social media. And let me go down here. Here I provide here's their rubric, and then I talk about how to use Hootsuite and schedule a post. I kind of have things color coded here, so I have instructions there. This is how to schedule it. And then this is how to set up Instagram ads and Facebook ads, so they have a video to reference. Okay. Lesson 3 is publication design. This is a quick couple weeks. This is going to be the second half of the semester, of the second semester. So this starts in week 9. So they're going to be asked in week 8 from the previous semester. They will be asked to bring in some examples of publication design that they really like or they are inspired by. So just so we have some inspiration. It could be my magazine article. That's sort of what we're focusing on in the first part. So anyway, we'll have an introductory discussion and strategy day in week 9, and then 10, 11, 12, they will be working on a magazine layout. So they're going to have to, I would like them to use the same client that they were working with. However, they can just pick something if they want to. Like a topic, like if they like snowboarding, they can make a snowboarding magazine, or art magazine. But I would prefer them to take their own pictures, and then we are also going to be writing articles for the magazine, and it doesn't have to be perfect, but I do emphasize that in this class that they should try to make their writing professional, because often it's put on the designer to make edits that are it's up to grammatical or errors, or even the content and what's being said. So sometimes you get blamed for not catching things. So it's helpful to have this practice. And then in week 13, they're going to have their choice of a different publication. It could be a brochure, or, a pamphlet, or something like a book cover. It could be anything. It's really up to them to pick something. I think that, you know, even like a CD case or something, so anything published, and then 14 and 15, um, they will have a discussion, a critique, and then upload everything to their websites, and and then we'll just basically wrap up the class and sort of summarize what has happened in the past 2 semesters. Um, we have the rubric here, and then congratulations, you finish. I feel like they'll learn a lot in these classes. I have my philosophy. Learning is like a flower growing. It's basically my philosophy. And then I have a statement, digital citizenship statement. And then I have my resources on this page, the tools. There's a classroom floor plan. So the classroom looks like this. There's going to be a room with iMacs and tables so they can do their work here. We have some storage here that contains cameras and video cameras and lighting kits. There will be cameras here so they could have a photo shoot, or they could shoot parts of the video here. Here is a studio so they can record audio things here. Yeah, and then a little hangout room to brainstorm in. Okay, and then the list of the items that would be in the class: iMacs, iPads, microphones, lighting kit, Adobe software, projector speakers, you know, video cameras, GoPro, anything you could really think of. Okay, and then this section just sort of explains the technology further. Okay, okay, and that is my classroom.